news breaks that NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has walked into a league controversy and, without warning, fired WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert on the spot, with a permanent ban from any future NBA or WNBA role. No probation, no interim tag, just an immediate exit. The reason? A scandal involving the league's most electrifying talent, Caitlin Clark, and a level of mismanagement even Silver deemed intolerable.
I'll leave the specific question about the foul to my colleague, Commissioner Engelbert. I mean, I other than as a fan, obviously, it's nothing new in basketball that there's sort of welcome to the league moments.
This isn't just boardroom drama, it's a seismic shakeup that could redefine women's basketball forever. Caitlin Clark's journey from Iowa College phenom to WNBA superstar reads like a Hollywood script. In her rookie season, she shattered scoring records, dished out highlight reel assists, and transformed every arena into a media event, selling out seats usually reserved for mid-season fare. Her clip-ready performances exploded on social media, pulling in millions of new fans and turning a once-niche league into must-see sports entertainment. Networks reported viewership spikes of over 60% when the Fever took the court. Sponsors clamored to associate with her image. Even casual viewers tuned in just to see what record she'd topple next. Clark isn't just a player, she's become the WNBA's single most valuable asset. The face that bridges every demographic from die-hard hoops junkies to Gen Z TikTok scrollers.
I'm blaming this all on the officials tonight. It is totally their responsibility. That's a hard...
In that context, any threat to her safety or the way the league treats her carries outsized consequences, both for her career and for the WNBA's global reputation. It was late in the third quarter of a nationally televised showdown when the arena went silent, only to erupt in shock a moment later. On one fast break, an opposing forward blasted her shoulder into Clark's midsection with deliberate force, sending her crashing to the hardwood as if she'd been struck by a wrecking ball. The broadcast immediately cut to slow-mo replays. Clark crumpled on the court, hands clutching her ribs, eyes closed in pain. Teammates skidded in from all sides, their faces a mix of horror and anger, while trainers sprinted onto the floor. Yet when the PA voice finally broke the tension, only a single foul was announced.
Thought should have been 2 technicals and ejection. It was called just 1.
I thought everyone else was in there trying to...
Commentators recoiled on air, branding the blow a calculated cheap shot and more than just aggressive defense. Viewers on social media picked up the refrain, overlaying the clip with text like, "They tried to take her out and this is beyond the rules." Within minutes, the footage had been reshared thousands of times, racking up views in the millions. Fans demanded answers. Was this a one-off incident born of split-second recklessness, or part of an alarming trend of physical targeting aimed squarely at women's basketball's breakout superstar? Every retweet, every comment, every outrage post turned the spotlight onto league officials, who suddenly faced the urgent question: how would they protect the player who had become the face of the entire WNBA? When Kathy Engelbert finally spoke to the media, the reaction was immediate and visceral. In a short, tightly scripted press conference, she referred to the hard foul against Caitlin Clark as simply part of the competitive nature of basketball, assuring everyone with a cursory "she's fine" after a brief sound check with team trainers. She brushed off demands for tougher penalties, insisting that the current officiating system already addresses extreme cases. The clip of Engelbert casually shrugging and urging reporters to "let's move on" exploded across social media. Viewers were stunned to see the commissioner seem more concerned with maintaining league optics than with an injury to its most marketable star. Sports talk shows replayed the footage frame by frame. Former WNBA players condemned her for putting politics ahead of player welfare, and hashtags like "Sauska, where's the zero tolerance," and "I protect Caitlin" trended nationwide. In that single moment, trust in Engelbert's ability to lead the league shattered. Fans and athletes alike saw her comments as the ultimate sign that the WNBA's top office was content to tolerate complacency rather than enforce accountability.
Arrested. This is something that has also gone viral on social media. And I'm only bringing this up because the WNBA pays attention to what's going on social media. So if they're paying attention to it, I'm following what the league is saying.
According to multiple insiders, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver spent hours reviewing the viral footage and Engelbert's press conference clips before calling an emergency meeting. In a private, closed-door session, Silver reportedly faced Engelbert with unedited game tapes, detailed fan feedback, and data on declining viewer sentiment. Caitlin Clark is the face of this league, Silver allegedly thundered, slamming a video file onto the conference room table. You let her be targeted without consequence, and you've risked the credibility of every player here.
I want to see Caitlin treated fairly and appropriately in the league. I would say seems like she can take care of herself. She's a tough player. I think it may be lost on some people who are new to basketball in terms of a little bit of the controversy in the WNBA. What an incredible talent she is, 2 Final Four.
He confronted Engelbert with hard numbers. Social media sentiment down 25%, sponsor inquiries flagged as concerned, and TV partners threatening to include softball disclaimers about player safety. The message was clear: either make sweeping changes to prioritize player protection and restore trust, or step aside. That Tuesday evening, Silver issued a brief but blistering public statement. Effective immediately, Kathy Engelbert has been relieved of her duties as WNBA Commissioner. The WNBA deserves leadership that prioritizes the safety and success of its players above all else. We will not allow complacency or mismanagement to undermine the incredible progress this league has achieved. No interim tag, no acting commissioner, no caveats, just a permanent ban from any future NBA or WNBA role. The sports world reeled. Never before had a sitting league commissioner been ousted so swiftly, especially over a single incident. Social media reactions erupted anew. Some hailed Silver for decisive action, others wondered if this set too harsh a precedent. But one thing was certain: the WNBA had entered uncharted territory, and the eyes of fans, players, and sponsors would be fixed on its next moves. The response to Silver's decision was immediate and overwhelmingly unified. From the moment the firing was announced, WNBA coaches and players spoke out with unfiltered conviction. Indiana's own Stephanie White insisted that no athlete should ever feel like a moving target, and praised Silver for finally holding leadership accountable. Aja Wilson echoed that sentiment on social media, declaring that player safety must always come first, a message that resonated widely and drew tens of thousands of likes and shares within hours. Breanna Stewart drove the point home by sharing a slow-motion clip of the controversial foul, captioning it with a reminder that the league's standards must be higher, while legends Sue Bird and Candace Parker used their platforms to call for a formal zero-tolerance initiative, insisting that every dangerous play be reviewed and addressed without exception. Fans rallied around these calls for reform just as passionately. In the 3 days following Silver's announcement, 2 major online petitions demanded automatic ejections for flagrant fouls, together exceeding 180,000 signatures. Across X, the hashtag #ProtectCaitlin trended for 3 straight days, accompanied by fan-made infographics comparing foul rates on Clark before and after her rookie season, and by compilations of every near-miss injury she had endured. Meanwhile, sponsors and media partners quickly voiced their support. Nike issued a statement calling Silver's action critical. ESPN devoted primetime coverage to debates about new officiating standards, and major league partners like State Farm and Secret Deodorant pledged to back any new player safety task force the WNBA might establish. Amid all this, speculation about Engelbert's successor began almost immediately, with names like Cheryl Reeve, Don Staley, and NBA executive Mark Tatum topping the list, each hailed as someone capable of leading a rapid, transparent overhaul of officiating, safety protocols, and the league's overall public trust. With Engelbert gone, the WNBA faces both a crisis and an opportunity. Expect an expedited rollout of stricter officiating standards, including automatic reviews of flagrant fouls and new guidelines for protecting star players. Rumors hint at enhanced player safety committees, joint oversight with the NBA's referees union, and even a potential rule tweak to limit over-physical defensive schemes. Off the marketing front, the league is poised for a revitalized branding push, showcasing stars like Clark not just as athletes, but as ambassadors shaping the future of sport. Media partners are in talks for dedicated player protection docuseries, and sponsors are lining up to support the narrative of a league reborn through accountability. For Clark, this could mean playing in an environment where her game-breaking talent is celebrated, not jeopardized. And for fans, it promises a safer, more compelling product on the court. Adam Silver's dramatic firing of Kathy Engelbert underscores one truth: the WNBA stands at a critical crossroads where leadership, safety, and star power converge.